All right, here we go today. Thanks for dropping in. Look at everybody coming on. Thank you. Hello, hello. Good morning to everyone. Welcome. Thanks for spending a little time this morning with me. I appreciate it. So today we're going to do an accordion card. I've never done this fold. And when I found it on Facebook, or I'm sorry, on YouTube, I was like, whoa, hey, good morning, Carrie. I had to do it. And I thought that this new set would be wonderful. And then we have a little sale coming up. So that's great. I want to talk about this set. So if you're a demonstrator, good morning, Kelly. If you're a demonstrator, hey, Peggy, you can already order this. But for customers, I believe it's available, I think it's November 2nd, if I'm not mistaken. Good morning, Lynn. Hi. Let's see. Why did I not know that? Maybe it's November 1st. I bet it's November 1st. So this is the Eden's Garden bundle. Hi, Diane. This will be fun to work with this week. It has some, now I wasn't able to get the gems when I ordered the suite, but I heard that they're available now. So I was like, okay, I'll get them with my next order. But of course, there's many other things that we can use. Right here, I use the holiday rhinestones. So we'll talk about that in just a minute. But a really, really interesting set, very interesting paper, because the, good morning, Judith. The DSP is specialty. And then they have this DSP is specialty. So that means it has shimmer on one side and good morning, Kathy, and plain paper on the other. But then we have, this is called cotton. Cotton paper. I can't even explain the texture to you, but I love it. I have to admit, I really, really love it. So it just has this, it almost feels like material, but it's paper. I don't know. So I think cotton was a good word for it. But it comes in soft succulent and evening evergreen. This entire suite is just highlighting those colors. But of course you can use your dyes or whatever with, you know, any colors that you want if you move away from the DSP. But I'm staying within the greens. They're so pretty for right now. Good morning, Susan. Hello. Hi, everybody. Hi, Karen. Hi, Diane. Hi, Mary. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for hopping on this morning. Fun accordion fold. Look, it has a little belly band. And then it folds out like that. Isn't that cool? Hi, Joan. Hi, Ianki. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. So fun fold right there. Now, we have, this is tomorrow, October 20th. I posted, and let me tell you, it took me a hot minute this morning because I'm not that great with the computer at times. And this is one thing that I'm not good with, but I finally got it. So I posted the entire list on my Facebook page of what is on sale. And it'll show you what it sells for, what the sale price is, and the numbers. So that's all over on my Facebook page. If you drop the show more button down, hi Mary, on it's available November 2nd. Oh, thank you, Mary. Okay, so this is available. I thought November 1st or 2nd, but it is the 2nd. November 2nd is when, if you are a customer, you can order Eden's Garden. Thank you for looking that up. I appreciate that. Hi, Jill. But tomorrow we have this sale. So I posted the entire list over on my Facebook page. And so you could drop over there after this video on YouTube, drop that show more button down, and there is the link. Yeah, November 2nd, Lynn. Thank you. Now, tomorrow, if you order $50 in product, you will receive from me the 2 free card kits for this month. Okay, and they come with envelopes, and then you will receive a pack of the Pearl Basic Jewels. These are so pretty, wonderful for Christmas because you can color them. You can color them any color you use. So if you wanted to make a pearl evening evergreen, you could do that. And but like I said, I use the holiday rhinestones on here because from the 23rd to the 31st, the holiday rhinestones is my gift with a $50 order. What did Ianki say? Let's see. About the cotton paper, I used to cut out a die, no problem. Oh, okay. The stamping takes longer to dry on the cotton paper is what Ianki said. I haven't stamped on it yet. I have not. Have I done that on some of the other cards? No, I have not. I'll have to try that. So, a great 24-hour sale. There's a bunch of stuff on there. 15% discount. And if you're a demonstrator, you get your discount on top of this discount. So isn't that wonderful? That's a good sale, right? Okay, now here's my host code, and then I'll move this out of the way. So if you order tomorrow, I have tried. Oh, Ianki says she has tried stamping on the cotton. I'll have to give that a go. This is my host code. So if you order tomorrow, you go ahead and use that right there. Wonderful, and that prompts me to go ahead and order your pearls for you. So we're going to use a little adhesive sheet and some gold foil. And I've already cut my circles out here. I have gold foil. I have a piece of the cotton in a circle. I love the texture of it. It's very different, and I don't really know how to explain it. And then a little circle of white, and I've just layered these together. And I've not, like with our circles, sometimes you can make it to where you have just a teeny, tiny bit. I made it to where we have bigger circles. No adult supervision sale. Yes, that's exactly what that is. Exactly, Lynn. Oh, thank you, Ianki. Ianki says, my card is beautiful. Thank you. The paper is so pretty, but I really wanted to accent some color. So that's why I kind of made the border around these a little bit larger than what I do. And like I said, I use the holiday rhinestones. Look at these right here. Even though it says holiday, I use these all year round, especially if I use Night of Navy. I love that blue. But look how these right here picked up that beautiful color and just looks like soft succulent. So I thought that was pretty awesome, too. Of course, you can use the jewels, the in-color jewels that match it and do that. But I thought I would show you guys with the holiday rhinestones how it matches also. Okay, so I have a complete piece of the full piece of cardstock here. Because, let me move things aside here. Okay. Because I wanted to begin with the base of this is the entire card, okay, on how to cut it and how to score it. So we're going to bring in our trimmer here. Okay, now this piece needs to be 11 by 5.5, guys. 11 by 5.5. Okay. So just a little bit bigger. Okay, so I'm going to fold my arm out there. So here's the 11 inside. We're good there. I want 5.5 this way. Get off my little things there. Okay. So I'm at 5.5. Okay, so I'm going to cut that. All right, now save this because we're going to make our belly band. Okay, now what we're going to do is turn this, and we're going to score it at 4 1/4. And this is the mechanism of this entire card. Who's joining? Thank you. Hi, Donna. Thank you. Okay, so first and when I'm done, I will post all the measurements. And, oh, you're fine, Nancy. We just got started, honest. We just cut this. This is a piece of Evening Evergreen, 11, the full piece, 8.5 by 11. I cut it. It's 11 by 5.5. Now I turned it. And now we're going to score it at 4 1/4, scoring at 4 1/4, then at 7. And this is, like I said, this is the most important part of this card. And 9 3/4. But I will post all these measurements for you, I promise, okay? Just give me a minute after I get off of here to get everything. I post measurements and list of product and, just everything that you need. Okay, so then with the piece that we cut off, we want to go ahead and cut the belly band. And first what we want to do is make it 9.5. Okay? Maximizing our cardstock, right? 9.5. And then we want to cut it at 1.5. 1.5. Okay, so this is our belly band. So here are the pieces left from that piece of paper. We didn't do too bad, right? Wonderful. And of course, you know, I would never throw anything that big away. So I always use it for something else. Okay, now to score, let's bring our little piece in here that we cut and score. You're going to go ahead and score on your fold line right here. Okay, so like this is the inside of the card, okay? So you're going to fold it. Let me open this up. Let me show you where we're at. I want to, okay. See how we are, like we have a flat, a mountain, and a valley, okay? So right there, when we folded it, there's your flat, okay? Now you want to bring these two in. Just like that. See how I pushed it in, and now we're going to fold right here. And now this one comes on top, and we're going to fold right there. Make sure that you take your bone folder to each and every one of these, and you might have to do it just a couple of times on either side, but this is where you're going to get a nice fold with your card. But see, this is the way, this is what we want. Want it to kind of collapse on top of itself. Okay, so here we go. And this is it. Just like that. That is this card. It's that simple. Okay, so now let's go ahead and start to decorate. Our inside, I've cut all my pieces right here. I can't believe, guys, I'm in long sleeves. Now, what did Ianki say? Oh, Karen, you've got this set coming. Yes, it's a beautiful set. When cutting my cards over, I know measure twice, cut once. Don't you know it, Peggy? Measure twice, cut once. But you know what? We're in the craft room, so if I needed to, I could just turn around and get another piece of paper. The garden gems belonging to the Eden Suite aren't available in Aren't available in North America. We did get them. Oh, yeah. Okay, Ianki, the gems, when I ordered the suite with the whole collection, they were not available in the United States. You guys got them, but we did not. But now they are. So my next order, I'll put them on. So I took a piece of DSP. Look at how beautiful that is. Isn't that gorgeous? But then look at this side. Isn't that cool? I love splatter. Okay, I love that. That is really, really great. I've got to make some thank you cards today, and I'm going to be using this set with all. I love this paper, so, and I wanted to use this. So, Diane, you got your gems. That's wonderful. Yes, see, when I first placed the order, they were not available. So when they did, I was like, okay, I'll get them the next time I throw an order on there. We've got plenty of things in this craft room to use. To as you can see, I use the holiday rhinestones, right? But I do want those gems. I like the shapes of them. They almost remind me of the epoxy drops. You know, they have really cool shapes. So this piece of DSP is 5 1/4 by 4, and it's for the inside right here. And we're going to place that on that side right there. Probably best to fold that out flat to place it. Okay. Now, you're going to cut two pieces. One is of basic white, and the other one is of the DSP. The basic white panel goes in here. It's for your sentiment, and then your DSP panel goes out here. And these two pieces, they are 2.5 by 5 1/4. 2.5 by 5 1/4. The best thing to remember with this card is almost everything is 5 1/4, except for the little piece we put over the belly band. Okay, but everything is at 5 1/4. So let's go ahead and attach all of our DSP. I love that splatter. I'm excited. I can't believe we're not even into the holidays and we've got something like this to play with. Because, you know, sometimes you need something a little different. And sometimes there's people that don't do the holidays. You know, they don't send out cards. They could look me in my craft room for months. Okay, right? Jill says, they could lock me in my craft room for months. The only thing I would run out of is adhesive. You got that right. I love that. This week, your card layout will work perfectly. Oh, thank you, Peggy. Yes. Oh, yes. Peggy said, and you know, this happens, guys. We have to make those sympathy cards. We don't like them for someone. Yes, I think that this would be wonderful. I think that they would keep this card, you know, in remembrance. I think that's wonderful. Okay, so I don't know. These wisp all over the place, but I've got more going up this way, so I turned it. So I'm just going to place my my DSP here, and these little panels, I'm calling this the small panel. You're going to cut two, and it's 1 by 5 1/4. What did Lynn say? Give the family a picture at this point. I know. I know where I'll be. Oh, yeah. Huh. So right there, okay, and then we'll put this out here. I didn't kind of understand that post, Lynn, but that's okay. And again, these, you cut two of these, they're 1 by 5 1/4. Remember, all these pieces are 5 1/4. So you have 2 at 1. See, these are going up, some are coming down. We're good with that. You have 2 at 1. You have 1 at 4 inches. And then this one here at 2.5. And there's 2 of these, but one is in basic white. Let me make that a little bit more confusing, right? So look at how cute this card comes together so fast. The mechanism, the whole part of this card is the folding. And the reason why it's 5 1/2 is because we scored at 4 1/4, and you need this as your base right there, okay? So isn't that wonderful? Okay, so now let's go ahead and work on this. I meant they will not see me because I'll be in the craft room moving the coffee machine in. Oh, yes, most definitely. And then, dear friend, how are you? We're going to put, yes, I agree. Now, see, I have to be, you know, let me just tell you guys, this craft room is was my daughter's bedroom. So there's a bathroom attached, okay? Easily, I could have a microwave and a coffee pot in there and never leave these 2 rooms, and we could just forget about the rest of the house. You know, it's funny because you think to yourself as you get older, I could fit in a condo, you know? Oh, thank you, Bling Bling. I appreciate it. Look at that. Dear friend, how are you? Isn't that pretty? And then we're going to do our little leaf here. They have so many of them. And let me show you this. In the cards that I've done this entire week, even for my team, okay, counting that one in, I've used every single stamp and I've used every single die in 4 cards, which is just, to me, to me is getting the most bang for my buck, okay? When I use absolutely everything. You know, there's so many stamp sets, guys, that it's like, oh, wow, I really like that flower, or I really like that sentiment. And then you only wind up using 1 or 2 things out of the set. But this, I have to admit, I've used the entire thing. Now, the stamps are distinctive. You will not get a solid like push with this stamp. Let me show you, okay? It is designed to be like this, okay? It's designed to be distinctive like that, okay? So I just wanted to tell you that just in case you guys got it and were like, oh, I can't... Is this real? Yes, it is exactly the way it's supposed to be. It's just a hint of. Now, this in here, what I did, I had to look to see where I placed. Okay, so what I did here is I inked this up really dark, okay, with Evening Evergreen. I stamped it kind of on the right side, just a little bit, because I didn't want it right in the center, okay, but just toward the right a little bit, but not all the way over. Okay, so I'm going to stamp it once. I'm going to stamp it to the left again. Then I'm going to come to the right again where we had that little bit of space and stamp it again. And look at that effect of that, of all of the colors you could get out of one stamp. I love the shading of it. Isn't that pretty? It's so soft. So that's wonderful. Oh, wrong one. That one already has one, right? So then this goes in here. Isn't that pretty? And then we're going to make our belly band. And we're just going to put this right in here. Yeah, but I really have to admit, you know, and you'll see with the cards that I make. Of course, you won't see me make the one for my team, except my team will get that. But you'll see the card on Sunday. But it really, look at how easy that is. Isn't that wonderful? Okay. So let's go ahead and make this little belly band. Now, we need the little circle here. And I'm going to take a piece of scrap paper. And I'm going to take this a bigger stamp here. And I'm going to put it into the evening. Did I use evening evergreen? No, I used soft succulent. Yes, I was like, what did I have to remember what? Oh, thank you, Lynn. It's a cute design. When I saw it, I was like, oh, I got to do this. Just a little fun. Let's do this in soft succulent now. Our circle. I'm going to ink that up really well, and I'm just going to come right over top of it and just stamp. Yes, perfect. And then I'm going to put sending hugs now in evening evergreen over top of this. Okay. So there we made some background. Isn't that pretty? Look how pretty that is. Where it's darker and lighter. This is Kelly. Kelly's right. This is a great way to use DSP. You guys know we always have so much DSP left over. Oh, and the other thing with this card, before we put this together. Now, I've done my DSP in all one, but I saw it on YouTube where these panels are different. And I'm telling you, it makes it look too cool. Like you could have the splatter one and maybe the gold one and then maybe another, you know, one like that, you know, something. But all three panels are different. And then when it folds up, it looks really, really cool. And you know with Stampin' Up, where they coordinate everything for you, you don't have to worry about it. You could, of course, wait till January when the new mini comes out. Let's see, what's Yankee say? Oh, I love that tip technique. Thanks, Peggy. Let's see, mini comes out, but then you'd miss out on the gorgeous DSP, cotton paper, and the special gems. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, the time to order this is definitely the 2nd of November. I'm going to stamp sending hugs in evening evergreen right here in the center. I agree. Lynn says sometimes, look at how pretty that came. Sometimes she loves the DSP so much she hates to use it. Let me tell you, I have a stash. Look how pretty that came. I have a stash of DSP that I don't know if I'll ever use. When it came in, it's from years ago, absolute years ago. I just loved it so much, I just saved it. And I still have it, and I haven't made not one card with it, but I don't know why I save it. But yes, I totally get that. Okay, now this cotton paper is going to go on this big scallop circle. But this surface here being that little like shiny metallic kind of surface like that does not do well with liquid glue. You need a seal. You need a straight line adhesive. So I'm going to turn that over and I'm going to place this right here. And I'm just going to place this right here in the center of our gold scallop circle. And this comes out of the layering circles. What color ink are you using? I am using soft succulent and evening evergreen. Whoops. So glad that that is repositionable. Soft succulent and evening evergreen. And I stamped the image there, the big flower in soft succulent, and then the sending hugs is in evening evergreen to go over top of it. Make sure I've got enough. Okay, surface there. Good. Okay, now because that is that cotton paper, I'm really not, I think with the liquid glue it might ripple a little bit. So you're welcome, Peggy. You can always ask me. I go back and forth. I look at your comments and I look, read, and talk at the same time. And then a little seal here. And that probably is not a good thing, but look, I'm still crooked with this, right? Do you see? Isn't that amazing? I can't even get a circle right. But I craft. That's funny. When I made like 30, there we go. I made 30 thank you cards the other day, and now I have to make another 10, that's not a bad thing. That means I'm sending out a lot of stuff. So look at that. That came out cute, right? That is wonderful. Yes, but for somebody that can't get things straight, when you start making things like that in production, it's like, oh my gosh. So, all right, let's go ahead. We're going to make our belly band in just a minute. Let me think. Are we done with stamping? Yes. Let's close our ink. Yeah, I read and talk and work at the same time. So please excuse me if I get a little cattywampus sometimes. When I get a new pack of DSP, I can't use it for days, if not weeks. Just leafing through it. I totally get it. I get it, Ianki. I get it with the paper. And I don't know about you guys, but like when I get new paper, I love the way it smells. So that's funny. What are we doing now? Okay, we're doing our little leaves here. We're going to take this little leaf here. And if you don't have our adhesive strips, you need to get them because they really, really are fantastic for intricate little dies. And this set has this little intricate die. I use it on another one too. But here it is. I just cut it off a little piece and you just separate it. And you know, oh, I'm going to separate it right away. Look at that. Usually on camera, that doesn't happen. This side is extremely sticky. The side here that you can crumple and is not sticky, just throw it away, okay? Then I take this, the paper that I want to use, I'll flip it over. You put the sticky part on the back of what you want to design with, play with, design, whatever. Okay, just like that. Now, let's bring the mini in. And let's go ahead. And now we're going to cut on the side that we want to look at. I found an awesome stamp set on page 50 of the annual catalog after the storm. Haven't seen many use it on YouTube. Oh, I haven't seen it either. It's in the annual catalog? I'll have to look at that one. Sometimes things pass me by. I'll tell you what passed me by. Until Lynn and I got on, we were talking on the phone, and we were talking about the Merry Melody embossing folder, which I absolutely, absolutely love, okay? But the way that it's pictured in the catalog, I completely skimmed right over it. Totally skimmed right, because that would have been on my list for one of the first things. So now as we cut this, and I'm going to go twice, okay? Actually 3 and then 4, because we're going through, you know, some thickness there with the adhesive sheet. But look here. We made a sticker. Okay, this entire back is sticky, which is fantastic for placement. Okay, so this is a complete sticker. All right, let me clear this out. And let's put this back up here again. And you know, see, I have plenty. I like to work in pieces with the adhesive sheets, I have to admit. You know, just for like what I want. I just kind of cut it. And 2 would probably be just fine. I'm just going to make sure, especially because I'm on camera, you know how that can go. So it's like I can tie a bow off camera in 2 seconds. Even with the 10-second bow maker, even, you know, really fast. I get on camera and all of a sudden I feel like, oh God, this is taking like 5 minutes to get it done. So here's our little elements. Look how pretty those are. Let me clear this out. Put that in my little cup. Okay, let's move these aside. Now let's bring our card back in. Now here's how I make the belly band. Look up Frenchie. Oh, she uses it often. Okay, I love to watch her. I love her. She does, you know, I think she's wonderful. I think there are so many demonstrators that are just absolutely fantastic. And I love watching them. I learn from them. You know, they've been doing it forever. So, yes, definitely. Okay, so I put my belly band down here. And again, this is cut at 9.5 by 1.5. I'm going to put my card base on top of it. And I'm not a measurer, okay? I'm just going to bring this in. And I'm just going to bring this in. And you don't want it tight. You want to be able for it to, like, you know, scooch up and down just like that, okay? Because you have to take it on and off. Now, I always feel like with something like this, liquid glue is the best way to go. So I'm just going to put a little bit right here. or tear and tape, something extremely durable and you know, really, really like it's not going to pull apart. So liquid glue, tear and tape, Seal Plus, that would have been fine too. Okay, so there is my belly band, just like that quick, that fast. Now, we want to cut a little piece of DSP, and this is 4 by 1 1/4. 4 by 1 1/4. Does the type of folded card have a name? It is an accordion fold. This is going to go right here. See, right here is our little seam. We're just going to cover it up with that DSP. It doesn't really even matter because we're going to put our medallion on top of it. But this really looks good. You're welcome. With the DSP sticking out of both sides instead of it. See, I could easily just do it like this. Okay? You could easily do it just like that. But I love this stamp set bling bling. I really do. Like I said, I've used every single one. I love that the stamps are distinctive. Now I'm just gluing this on here just because I like that look better. Okay. It has her $1 million sale. Oh yeah. She's wonderful. Okay, so right there. So I'm going to come across here with 3 dimensionals. And just right here in the center, right there in the middle. Oh, her $1 million sale set. Yeah, I know. I think it's love her. She's been. I've watched her forever. She's a fantastic stamper. So I'm just going to take my medallion and I'm going to add it to my cute little belly band that we just made here. Just like that. And now I'm going to put it on the card. Put my card together here. Bring that over. And it's pretty, but let me attach this one. It really goes on there quite well. Look at that. But look, see, just to add these little gold leaves, and watch how simple this is. Boom, we made a sticker. And I'm going to put this up here. And with this, I'm trying to stay on the basic white and the green. Trying to stay away from that gold. See how I'm trying, you know, okay? Because the gold will just kind of melt into itself. And let's take this one. Oh, what a fantastic way to start the day. And right here, and again, we're trying to stay on the green. Staying on the green, okay? And now, some holiday rhinestones in this it's like a crystal blue color. To me it looks just like soft succulent. I'm going to move this big green one though. Right there. It looks to me like soft succulent. So I'm going to place that right there, and then 2 smaller ones. One right here, and then one right here. Cute. Oh, what a nice card, right? Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. On the card I gave you for your birthday, I showed it to Terry, and she didn't understand how to open the... I had to show her. The belly band was having a senior moment. I know, right? It's like, how do you open this? Lynn, that's funny. Let's go ahead and stamp our envelope. That's good. And I'm just going to use this in, I'm going to just use some evening evergreen in our little leaf that we put on the inside of our card. Right here. And right there. Beautiful. And this is our card for today. Now, of course, I used this beautiful Eden's Garden set, okay? You can use any set you want to make an accordion fold card. Look how much fun this is. Oh, Donna, thank you. And it's so simple. The cut and the fold are so simple. And remember, I use the same DSP, but you could use like whatever whatever you'd like, and how, oh, thank you, Carrie, and how Stampin' Up coordinates everything. Like, you could use these two with one of these, okay, on the panels, and they would be 3 different panels, but they would coordinate. It's so easy. You have to try this fold, guys. It is like so simple, and a really great card. And I believe whoever receives it, for whatever occasion it might be, they're going to really, really love it. It's very special. Okay, thanks. And don't forget the sale tomorrow. You'll want to head over to my Facebook page, or like I said, and check out everything that is on the sale. I posted the lists. There's like 3 or 4 pages. Just kind of, use your next button or your arrow button on the side, and you'll get all the pages of it. So don't forget that sale for tomorrow. Big sale, especially if you're a demonstrator, because you get that percentage off and your percentage off, whether it be 20 or 25%. Thanks again, guys. I will definitely see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. live on Facebook. And we'll be doing another beautiful card with this set. Thanks again for watching. Please go to your happy space and do some wonderful happy crafting today. See you tomorrow.